Oh, tell you what, breathing that deep and then laughing makes me feel like I'm going to wet myself a bit. There's a tiny part of me which feels like there's something wrong is going to happen. Welcome to episode 10 of Helen's Log. It's the Halloween episode. Well, we're going to get cozy and then we're going to get into ghost stories. I think that's the best way we can all do this because, right now you're listening to a podcast with three very brave people in the room. We've got Holly, we've got Zofia, we've got me. And we're brave. How do I know we're brave? I don't know. I guess we're women living in London in 2025. What?
The scariest thing of all.
The literal scariest thing. You know, it's awful. Every chicken shop, there's a man in there. That's hard. We're just trying to get chicken.
Every
at
tube
3 a.m. Leave us alone. Granted, sometimes they are working there and they are needed. But still. But anyway, we're going to get cozy, is what I'm saying. We're going to get cozy and then we're going to do ghost stories because you said in ghost stories, and I've got a lot to say, obviously, because they're everywhere. Welcome to Helen's Log.
Welcome to Helen's Log. Log as in a diary, not Helen's log as in a tree that has been cut. Oh no. Or a toilet or a flume. Double no. Log as in a synonym for diary. It's Helen's log. Just as she knows it's Helen's log. The diary. It's a weekly diary podcast and it is called Helen's Log.
I refuse to get spooky right away, though.
I really wish I was dressed as a witch right now.
You're not.
Or excuse me.
I watched Hocus Pocus last night.
It's the best film.
It's so good. My sister's never seen it, right? Because we weren't a Hocus. I didn't grow up with Hocus Pocus, really. We were a Casper house. I think that's the division. Like, we watched a lot of Casper the Friendly Ghost.
I watched a lot of Hocus Pocus.
See, I think I probably naturally would have been more a Hocus Pocus household, but I just don't think we rented that VHS.
Fair enough.
Does that make sense?
Not every Blockbuster had it.
We didn't have a Blockbuster. We had Vern Video Store. 3 videos for 3 nights for £3. Shout out, Fleet.
Life was good. Life was good in the 90s.
It was so good, and it was run by a lovely Greek man called Tony. Why do I remember that? I don't know, because everyone always went, oh yeah, he's a Greek man called Tony. Because that's how we do it in Fleet. We say the full thing. But it was incredible because there was 3 of us. So we each got 1 video for 1 night for £1. But it was 3 videos for 3 nights for £3.
That's very good.
Yeah, for Halloween, it was always Casper vibes sort of a thing.
Casper vibes. Did you trick or treat?
Never. My mum was. I was like a Sunday school kid.
Oh, God, yeah.
And my mum was like, you don't trick or treat because it scares the old people and it's like sacrilegious.
It also
Zofia's
scares women in their 30s now.
Right. And also, like, I remember wanting to trick or treat because I said it, but also, like, who does trick or treat? I love it. A man just walked in and he opened the door and went, sorry.
So that is no trick or treating here. We don't have any.
Do you think he's the love of my life?
I think he wanted.
He's gay?
Yeah.
No, that's true. Fucking this office, man. Everyone's gay every floor. It's bullshit.
I really wish we'd all shouted trick or treat at him.
Okay, if someone does walk in during this, we have to shout trick or treat.
Yeah.
And then take our ninjas out. Obviously not. Or maybe. But was trick or treating a big thing when we were growing up in the 90s?
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't in Fleet then.
I think it was getting quite. I think the like American influence was getting quite big in the 90s. So, because I remember, like, we would, like, a group of us from school would just all get together, but we'd like all go up the same like road, this specific road.
Yeah.
Or like 2 roads or whatever and go. So I did it like every year. Apart from I remember one year, for some reason, I don't know why, but we couldn't go trick-or-treating on actual Halloween. So we went the week before and had to go. And we were knocking on people's doors and everyone was so confused.
They were like, no, we're having dinner.
And they were also like, yeah, we don't have any candy. Obviously, it was very sad.
I don't think I'll get any trick-or-treaters because I'm in a flat block.
Yeah, flat blocks, it's changed everything. Also, apparently, my friend was saying, I was asking, my friend who lives on a street was saying that in her, that like now you can say whether or not you're like a trick-or-treating household in the like street WhatsApp group.
I was thinking that because it's like, I think you could only go to the houses that were super decorated because then you'd be like, oh, they're definitely doing it. Yeah. But in general, like, I don't feel like loads of houses did it in Fleet. Like, it wasn't like we would carve a pumpkin or we'd go to like a Halloween apple bobbing thing. But like, this is going to sound so weird. I swear Guy Fawkes Night was so much bigger than Halloween.
Oh, I think so as well. Yeah, Guy Fawkes was huge.
That was, everyone goes to the big town bonfire.
But Helen, it's not the Guy Fawkes episode.
It's not the Guy Fawkes episode.
Also, my fact about, pumpkins, it was originally turnips.
It was originally turnips.
And I don't know what turned it into pumpkins.
I know that is the American influence, and it was originally Ireland that invented Halloween.
Yes, yeah.
And it was turnips because that's what they grew there. And then obviously the Pilgrims, we invaded America and then we found pumpkins. Well, we stole pumpkins. And then we were like, I guess this is the one, which makes sense because it's so much easier to carve a face into a big pumpkin than it is into a little turnip.
It is.
But also time-saving wise, the parents of yore must have been like, oh, fucking hell. Oh, that's going to be a long carve. Whereas carving a turnip, that's an afternoon activity. Carving a pumpkin,
that takes a long
time. It takes so long.
But it keeps the kids distracted.
No way is a kid staying for the whole of that carving of a pumpkin. No way. Because even like, you think these activities are charming, but halfway through, you just can't do them anymore.
I wouldn't like doing any of it. I liked the actual like carving bit. I didn't like the like scraping out the insides of a pumpkin.
And also the actual carving bit, you drawing the design on is fun. The first couple of cuts are fun. And then you're like, oh God, okay. Oh crap. Now it's not going to look the perfect shape I wanted it to. Oh, well maybe I'll redraw it and make it slightly bigger. Oh fuck, well I've got to change that. I've got to do that. Oh, and then, it doesn't matter. And then it doesn't even look that good. And then it's on your doorstep and then it just molds and then you've got to get rid of all that big mouldy pumpkin and you leave it too long, so by the time you pick it up it goes everywhere, and that's wholesome. And then you've got to go make a fake body to put on the bonfire to burn, and then I've got to put on my Christmas lights. No!
Life is hard.
It's actually very fun, isn't it?
It's very fun. I do think this is my favourite. Like, the lead up to Christmas is so great.
I know. And also, like, I had a day off yesterday for the first time. I worked out in 20 days. Like, a proper day off. And I genuinely was like, I'm not doing my laptop. Like, I was like, I can write my to-do list later because I find that so calming. Because I've got my sticker box, right? I got my sticker box open. And do you remember Jessica Birch sent us that gifty and there was like stickers in it? I'm pretty sure there was like a Disney witch sticker. I think it was from her, but I found it the other day and I've been saving it for my Halloween to-do list. Because I'm that way. I'm very sweet.
I love that.
And a bit thick, I guess. Yeah, I'm very sweet. And a bit thick. Yeah, it's Helen Bauer interrupting Helen Bauer to tell you more about my tour. Because thank you so much to everyone who's been so far. But we're not done yet. This week I'm at the Soho Theatre, but when you're listening to this, the shows have all sold out for the rest of the weekend. You people. And then on the 6th of November, we're in Nottingham. 8th of November, we're in Zurich. 12th of November, Leicester. 13th of November, Coventry. 15th of November, Aldershot. 19th of November, York. Then the next night, we're in Edinburgh. 23rd of November, Newcastle. 24th of November, Glasgow. And then I guess on the 11th of February, I'm coming to Oslo. Thank you so much. And I'd love to see you there. Goodbye and send your friends.
Helen's log.
My grandma is fully convinced that she's a witch. She's just all...
We all are.
I know, but it's just, like, she goes to like a spiritualist church and she's always talking about ghosts that she's seen and things like that and like premonitions.
That's the menopause.
I'm
swear down. My mum started menopausing fully.
Think you're wrong.
And then when she came out of menopause, she was like, I guess I've just got powers. And it's like, no, you're not producing collagen anymore.
Yeah.
You
just don't have hormones.
I'm pretty sure but she's like, no, I can see things. But she always thought that, in all fairness.
Yeah, it's cataracts.
But it's so weird how like easy it is to like I think I would love to be on that side of things where I wouldn't get spooked out. Like, I still get, like, so even yesterday, so Nathan was out last night doing, like, TV warm-up. My sister came over, obviously, to ruin my lovely vibe. But we watched Hocus Pocus. We ate soup. By the way, soup recipes, and I can't believe I'm saying this as a big girl, the portions are out of control. I've now got soup for about 10 years, despite the fact that it's served 2, and I doubled it so it could serve 4, so me and my sister could have it, and then I could have, your shoulders are shaking, Holly. And then I was like, and then I have 2 portions for the week. I'm not joking. I have soup to feed the 5,000.
For harvest.
Here's for harvest. Yeah. I froze what I think is 2 portions, and this week, and the worst thing is it's a lentil soup. I'm going to explode.
Yeah, I had this with, I made dal last night. And
it's a lentil dal soup.
Yes, and have it for, we were having very similar nights.
But
except I didn't
wasn't that so good yesterday? Because it was so weirdly like chilly, and it was like, the wind was like howling a bit, and I have an apron hook, so I put my apron on, I lit candles, I put on my Disney vlogs on my laptop. Shout out Adam Hatton and Gary C, having a nice sale at the moment. Oh my God, also shout out the person at Soho who was like, oh my God, who do you recommend on YouTube? Because I also watched Adam Hatton, and I said I'm into Disney pin trading now, Elizabeth Ever After and Princess Shannon. Thank you very much for that. And also shout out to the woman who I met who was on a date whose surname has love in it. I think you're enchanting, and me and Francis loved you very much. Forget everything I just said. Last night, I charmed myself so intensely, making soup. My sister was over watching Hocus Pocus, lit candles. I bribed her as well to be nice to me, even though she threatened to blend my hand, which I think was a choice. But I gave her a gift of a Wednesday vanity bag from TK Maxx that I saw. Because I was like, that's a very sweet thing to do.
That's very sweet. And she threatened to blend your hand?
Right.
Wow.
But I also have flowers at the moment because Olga Koch bought me flowers last week because she's a class act. My show opens at Soho and Koch's there with flowers. Of course. Wait for this. Just leaves them in the dressing room. There's a dignity to that girl.
That is classy.
There's a fucking dignity to that girl. And I loved it because Monday night at Soho, it was Olga Koch, Rosie Jones and James Acaster, 3 very specific laughs. And I was like, this is just so pleasing, like a whack-a-mole of laughs. Anyway, shut up, everyone. But the thing is, because Nathan wasn't there, when my sister left, I shoved her out into the night, obviously. I was like, I charmed too hard with like candles and lights off that suddenly it became spooky. Oof. But I refuse to allow myself to be frightened in this flat. Because I'm there for a while, right?
Yes.
Like, I've bought this flat. I'm in this flat for a good, like, significant period of my life, realistically.
A good chunk, yes.
Like, I need to not allow fear into this flat. And I refuse. It was built in the noughties. Okay? Who knows what it was built over? Quite frankly, I do not need to know.
No, I don't want to see any floor plans.
My mother said she felt nothing when she came over.
Perfect.
God knows what she'll blurt out at Christmas.
Oh God, don't let her into
Mother, do
my
not
flat.
tell me. Do not tell me. I do not need to know. No, because now I'm going to think you're not telling me on purpose.
Yep.
My mum can't win. You know what? Whatever you do, Anne, I'm sorry. I'm going to read into it. And that's awful for you and for me.
I can't. I'm so jumpy anyway that I just don't think, I get scared so easily as well.
And I try not to in flat, we both live in flat blocks. And there's something about like, there is noise in flat blocks, but it's so quite noisy. Comforting noise of life being all around you.
Yes, my worst nightmare would be like living in the middle of nowhere in like a house. Every time I'm like, and that's how every horror film starts. And I'm just like, just don't do it. Like, I don't understand how people can live in the countryside and like just be fine with that, with just like woods.
I live in a converted church in the middle of nowhere. You have a death wish.
You have a fucking death wish.
Bitch.
Ugh.
Oh, there's grave flagstones on the patio.
No.
Oh, brilliant.
No.
Oh, brilliant.
No way.
No, visit that in the daylight hours, I reckon, with a group and with a coach waiting.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd say.
Exactly.
I'd say on a tour that takes you back to your Disney cruise ship, I reckon. Let's be safe. If Pluto's there, I reckon we're golden.
We're golden.
That's what I've always said.
But I feel like I've known enough people. I've never had any kind of ghostly experience or ghostly something or anything like that. But I know enough people that I think are very sane that have that I'm like, I'm not chancing it. I wouldn't be one of these people that says they definitely don't believe in ghosts, because I think you're asking for trouble.
Yeah.
You're asking for trouble. I think it's like the sea. You got to respect the sea. You got to respect the dead.
Like Mama Coco.
Like
Coco. That's actually a good horror film to watch.
Coco?
Yeah.
Isn't that a Disney film?
Yeah, it's a little bit scary though.
Is it?
I got frightened.
Maybe I'll watch that. That's what I'll draw in. I don't do well with horror films.
I always think I really want to do the ghost chat with people. Like I always think it's so exciting, and then 10 minutes into it I go, I regret this. It's like almost thrilling to start being scared, and then you leave, and then you're like on your own or whatever, and you're having a walk, and you're like, well, I'm going to think about this for the next 10 years. Great. I've say goodbye to rationale, say goodbye to sleep. And great, I'll see that face you just described in every shadow for the rest of my life.
I know.
Brilliant. You know what? I reckon when I'm at the end of the aisle getting married, that's what I'll be looking at.
My dad told me a story like maybe 5 years ago.
Is this a ghost story?
Yeah.
Ghost story number 1 of the podcast, everyone. We're doing it.
My dad, who like is very like, he never, I would say he would say to us, doesn't believe in ghosts, nothing. But he said he described it as a weird experience. And when he told me, I was like, that is terrifying. Basically him and his best friend James, my godfather, shout out. When they were like 14, they were so they both grew up in Lancaster. They were like, he didn't explain where, but they were like rowing, and it was really like they'd taken a rowboat out somewhere, and it was really choppy. He said it was like insane, like really, and they were.
Lancaster is on the coast by Scarborough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So they were like, it was really, really choppy, and they were both a bit like they were struggling, and it was like they were going quite slowly, and they basically there was this other guy in a rowing boat that they saw, but he was quite old, like really old, and they were like, he was going at the speed of light, and they couldn't understand it. He was like absolutely whizzing past them, and they said just as he was like whizzing past, he stopped and went, boys, watch out for the rocks. And they like turned to look, and when they turned back, he was gone. And they both saw it. And they repositioned their rowboat.
Yeah.
And he was gone.
I believe that 100%.
I honestly, and the fear of me, and he was like, but God no, like, you know, I was like,
but apparently this is how you know it's a real ghost sighting, because you're not frightened. Yeah. It's just information. You're just like, okay, thank you. And then you're like, it's only afterwards you go, wait a second. I was in Cork, obviously, like 2 weeks ago doing shows. And I ended up chatting with Neil O'Rourke and his like parents.
And he wasn't real. He was a ghost.
Turns out Neil O'Rourke does not exist.
Neil O'Rourke.
Isn't that awful? My friend Neil for years and years and years. He doesn't exist. You guys think you saw him on stage last week?
You didn't.
You didn't.
You did not.
You did not see him 2 weeks ago.
You did not.
We were just chatting about ghosts. I don't know whether it was because we were talking about like podcasts. We were talking about, you guys, Ghost Tons. If you're into ghosts, listen to Ghost Tons, of course. It's Hannah Bichkowski and Susie Priest. Lucy Priest. I'm so sorry, Susie. I love Susie.
That was a spirit. That was a spirit.
Do you remember last week when I started talking and a different voice came out?
Yeah.
That was a spirit. But we were talking about like ghosts in and around there, because we were talking about like maybe going back to Cork to do shows, but to go down to like Schull and like Skibbereen and like the West Cork coastline. So I just think like the Irish coastline is so dramatic and moody. Yeah, and I just think it makes me feel very fucking cool and poetic. Yeah. And I think I'm just getting into that phase where I want to be like Kathy on the moors.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I just want my hair down and I want to be wind burnt.
Yes.
It's kind of where I'm getting to in my life, I guess.
Yes.
And but they were talking about this. There's a ghost on the road between Cove and Cork. And it's like famously like a man would like, or a person would like run out into the road, and you'd have to swerve and miss them. And then you look back and they're not there. And like people
I
like
feel like I've heard this story.
Maybe it's a famous one apparently.
Yeah.
But like it's happened to like everyone. But the one thing that like holds it together is like if you going like, oh, I wonder if they'll be there. Like you never see anything. But it's always when you're not thinking about it that you go like swear, but you're not scared in the moment. It's only when you look back and you go, wait, no, thank you. No, thank you. Awful. Because I want to be open to being visited by loved ones.
Yes.
That sounds crazy.
But also, we had our time on Earth.
I don't want my mum's thing where like I genuinely see them.
No, I don't want
Not all
that.
the time. Like, and I feel like I've been set up for it because like when I was younger, when we were brought back from the hospital, me and my brother, we were living in a house in like Merton, which is like deepest, darkest South London. And in this house, there was actually, I wonder if anyone lives in it now who listens to this. Could you imagine? It was a house on Mina Road, M-I-N-A. And you know which house it is because it's a blue dragon. My dad painted a blue dragon at the top of the house on like the pointy bit. And I did check like only like a couple of years ago and the blue dragon is still there.
On Google Images.
Yeah, but it's haunted. I have to tell you it's haunted. There's a horrible woman upstairs and a nice man downstairs.
What?
But at the point my mum would like introduce us.
A couple in trouble.
a couple having a really bad time. She's upstairs, he's downstairs, that's the way it works for us. But she would introduce us as a baby. She'd be like, this is my baby Helen.
Oh.
Don't hurt her.
But that's what you're supposed to do, isn't it?
Yeah, she's not gonna she's just a baby. She's gonna be a bit loud and I'm sorry. But she's just gonna live here now with us. And then she'd like put me down. And she just didn't like the woman upstairs. She just really the man downstairs was very sweet. It was like an older man. And he was very nice and she felt very protective. And
did they speak to her?
I don't know. I wish I could call her up. She's away at the moment.
Yeah.
But like, we moved, but also like the woman.
Well, that's what I would do.
Yeah, of course. Eventually. Well, after like 3 years, of course.
No, after a day, I would walk out and never come back. I don't care if I got a mortgage. I don't care anything.
I have to be gone.
That is up for sale.
But it's because she had one of her other friends over who also is a little bit that way inclined, and she swears she never told her anything about the woman. And this woman was at the top of the stairs, her friend, and her husband was like, "Oh my God, move! She's trying to push you." And they were like, who? And they were like, the woman. And she was like, yep, I knew it. Right, we're moving.
Oh.
Because not the old woman, just a woman was at the top of the stairs trying to push someone. And that's horrific. But my mum also didn't tell me right until I was a little bit older because I used to ask her, be like, oh my God, what's the story? What's the story? I can't tell. She's like, you will not be able to handle it. And she's correct.
I'm sorry, my heart has stopped. We have
obviously.
to stop the podcast. Like, what? That's terrifying.
It's so fucked up. I've tried to make that work in stand-up so much and people are like, no, we're not okay with that. And I'm like, actually, I'm not okay with that because I was a baby. And the idea that like I was sleeping and there was like a woman looking over me that wanted to cause harm. And I'm sorry if you live in that house. I'm sorry if you live in that house.
But also, I do sometimes there's the argument of like, yeah, but why would ghosts be mean? Why would they come back and be mean? Do you know how many arseholes there are right now that are alive? Of course they're going to come.
Also, there's 2 kids living there. Maybe she was like enjoying like a humdrum life with like a newlywed couple. Then all of a sudden you're going to bring Ted and Helen home?
No way.
You think this was a quiet
Get out
baby?
of my house.
Actually, I was quite a good baby. I was a nice baby. Ugly, but nice.
No, I bet you were.
No, I was.
So
my mum was.
lovely.
No.
I was a really ugly baby.
The first words that were said when I was born was the midwife going, oh my, she'll be smart. That's not a joke. That's the first thing I ever heard. And the worst thing is, the family anecdote is, and she wasn't. And she wasn't. And I'm like, oh my God. That's awful.
That's terrifying.
I looked like my granny. Shout out Granny Bower.
I wish I looked like my granny.
Towards
My granny's
the end.
hot.
No, my Granny Bower. She went to seed.
Oh.
Is that what people say? They went to seed. A flower went to seed.
I really remember one Christmas, my grandmother believes she can speak to spirits and stuff like that. She literally just turned to me. We're at the table and she started just coming out with all this like. It was like a really profound speech about something. And then she just sort of went, and I went, oh my God, that was really beautiful. And she literally went, what was? And I was like, what? And I was like, that thing you just said. And she was like, oh, did I say something like, what? And I was like, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, because she's also very theatrical.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know what is quite bullshit and what isn't, but it terrified me.
This is the thing. I think I'm too angsty to be able to enjoy it as much as I want to enjoy it, the ghost chat. Because number one, I am inherently fascinated by it. And I'm fascinated by the history of places. And yeah, I do want to know the stories. But at the same time, as soon as I know the stories, my life's over for the next however long we're staying there.
I can't deal
Neil
with...
had to walk upstairs with me at his parents' house. I didn't say it like he knew I was going upstairs and he was going upstairs. But I was like, I wouldn't be able to do this alone. Not after that story. No and that's just a man who jumps out in the middle of a road that I'm not going to and never will.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there we go.
It doesn't matter. He could change his mind.
Yeah, he might travel up the road.
He might jump in a car and drive down.
No. And I really want to do it. I remember like at school when like ghost stories became a thing and you like our town was click, click, slide. I'm trying to, I can picture which friends would tell it at sleepovers. So a woman goes to bed one night and her dog always sleeps with her, right? Just like under her bed. And she's lying in bed. She can't really sleep. And there's this sound of dripping. And she's like, oh, for fuck's sake. So she goes up to the kitchen tap. She's like, is this leaking? She just double checks the faucet, turns it off, goes back to her room. Here's the drip again. She's like, oh, fucking, maybe it's coming from the bathroom. She goes into the bathroom and she's like, oh, no, it's not leaking. But I guess I'll just double check and like close the faucet on the bathroom sink. And goes back into her room and she's just about to fall asleep. She's like, the dripping's gone, dog's licking her hand, she's all relaxed. And then she's like, the dripping started again. She goes to her bathroom, she's like, well, it has to be the shower, pulls back the curtain, dog's there, hanging upside down from the shower, blood pouring out of it, dripping onto the ground. She goes back to her bed going, oh my God, I need to call the police. And then she's like, wait a second, who's licking my hand?
Oh! That I did not sleep for a long time.
It was called drip, drip, drip.
It was called drip, drip, drip.
It was called drip, drip, drip.
I love that travelled through primary schools.
I know, given that you were you down in London by this point?
No, it was Lancaster.
Okay, that was Lancaster to Fleet?
Yeah.
And did it make it to Norfolk, to Norwich? And it made it to Norwich.
Wow.
Did you have click, click, slide?
No, I don't think so.
It was like a baby that was 2 big fingernails. From what I remember, it was a baby that was 2 big fingernails.
Don't tell my birth story.
Wait, let me voice note Anna Grant. Anna Grant's got the best memory. Maybe she'll know. Anna Grant, I'm doing my podcast and I know you have the best memory. Do you remember the story of click, click, slide? And if so, please let me know. I love you so much and hope you're having a lovely day. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Okay, if any listeners know what Helen's talking about,
click, click,
please
slide.
Email in.
And then do you remember the handprint one?
No.
Like a prisoner back in maybe it was in America because it was the electric chair. They were getting taken. They were convicted and on death row, and they were going to be murdered. And on their way to being executed, the prison, they were doing up a floor and they were putting new concrete in. And he was like, well, I want to leave my mark. I'm innocent. And like, no one's believing me. It's my last chance. Like, no one believes me. They're going to forget about me and my story's never going to be told. And the real murderer is out there. So he was like, well, I'm going to put my hand into this concrete, puts his hand to the concrete. People are like, don't do that. Obviously, don't. Oh, fuck's sake. I took him to the electric chair. They're like, any last thing to say? And he's like, I didn't do this. I didn't do this. And this is wrong. And they're like, okay, good one. They electrocute him and he dies. And they cement over the handprint. And the next day, the handprint's there again. And they cement over it. And the next day, it's there again.
Oh, no.
And it keeps coming back until someone confesses to actually having done the crime. And then finally it goes, because he can be at peace.
Oh,
didn't tell it very well, but I'm telling you now, that ruined 3 sleepovers for me.
That reminded me of a real...
The handprint comes back?
No. Like a concrete adjacent story. But I was working at a theatre. I was front of house. This is when I was quite young.
Theatres are the worst.
Honestly, theatres are haunted. They just are.
It's empty seats in a windowless room all facing one direction. Yep. And what does an empty seat represent? Something missing.
Yeah.
A person missing. There's something haunting about that. And also, like, they never all spring back up, which means there's always a couple sat down. No.
when I started, they told me a story that apparently had happened. Like, it was an old wives' tale, whatever, but they were doing up the downstairs or like the downstairs theatre or something, and they were like varnishing some.
Do you mean like the foyer or the stalls?
I think the actual theatre. I don't know, somewhere, but they were redoing it, and they were like varnished the like whole floor or whatever, and then came back the next day, and there were footprints in the middle of the varnish. None leading there. No. None going back. There were just footprints in the middle.
My legs feel weird behind this because I feel like something's about to tug on my knee.
I feel like something.
We're just scaring each other at this point.
Ourselves. I know.
And I get so like, and it's not even like, oh God, like you should know this as well. Me and Zofia and Holly just took like a little break because we recorded the extras, and then we were like, oh, let's go get hot drinks and go toilet ourselves before we record the main episode. And me and Holly went downstairs to get some drinks for us. And then we're coming back up. Zofia's not in the room, but we immediately, instead of just going like, oh, Zofia's popped out to take a call or something, obviously, immediate assumption, Zofia's hiding in here. Zofia's hiding. And we both freeze at the door. We called your name, I'm going to say about 7 times, to the point where I looked at your screen to see if you were recording. So I was like, if she's fucking recording this, it's like a prank. I swear to God. And then we have to check behind here to see if you're hiding. Like, I'm constantly thinking something's going to jump out and ruin my life.
I honestly, even more so now. Tonight is going to be bad for us. It's going to be you and me messaging each other like, I can't sleep. Help.
Don't, because I'm coming back from Birmingham at like 1 a.m.
I'll be awake. Don't worry. You can just ring me. We can have a sleepover.
Oh, fuck my life.
I get so spooked when I watched, not Hereditary.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not getting scared in this flat. I'm not welcoming that in. I'm sorry.
I'm talking about a film.
I understand that, but I'm stating it. I am not being scared in my flat.
I got scared watching Midsummer. I watched it with my old flatmates, Oscar and Owen, at Sheppered. I got so scared that I made Oscar check my room, and then I slept with the light on the whole night. And I was 28. I don't know.
Flower crown. She's got hay fever.
Yes. Yeah. I'm very scared of Swedish people.
Are you able to like disassociate yourself from that in a way though? Because you're like, no. I wouldn't go to Sweden on one of those weekends.
I'm too dim to do that.
Okay.
I just get
You feel like you're going to wake up and be inside of it.
Yeah. Which is what I just can't do. I will never watch films like Paranormal Activity or Hereditary or
that's good.
Anything where there's something where I don't quite know if it's real or not. Can absolutely do one. I do not care for that. The Conjuring. Are you joking? Do you think
what happens in The Conjuring?
I don't know, but I remember it.
This is a spooky film. Because I'm watching a horror film on Thursday night, so the night this comes out, which is like All Hallows Eve, and I'm having some friends over to watch it. Obviously, Holly's busy. But
you said it was Wednesday. That's why I said it was busy.
It's the night before Halloween. What day is that?
I'm free that night.
You have to come over. I don't know what the film is yet, though, but Nathan's trying to pick one.
It depends. I will research how scary it is. If it's not Coco, I'm not watching it.
I mean, I think, like, with all the love in the world, like, Alfred Hitchcock doesn't actually frighten me.
No.
Like, going down to a basement and turning around a chair and don't know what's in it, of course, I'm going to be a little bit in the moment spooked, but I'm okay.
Yes.
You know? And, like, The Shining, I'm okay.
That's fine. I'm weirdly fine with the Saw movies because they're more like gory.
Gore is different. Gore is 100%
very,
Final
very
Destination
different.
We mentioned earlier.
Final Destination is great.
Fine. It's more like, you know?
Yeah.
But it's also like, okay, Zofia doesn't like Final Destination.
No, and I never will.
I just read the book, though.
Oh.
I've read the book. I've read A Haunting on Hill House, The Haunting of Hill House, and it's great. Shout out Shirley Jackson.
What was the Hugh Grant film, his scary film that he did?
Heretic.
So I went to see that because I was like, it can't be that scary. It's Hugh Grant. He's in Notting Hill. And my crush on him, like, you know, made me think, yeah,
it's who you are.
He's gorgeous. I watched it. I was so afraid that I generally getting the train home after I was like panic. I wasn't on my own either. And I was literally in a state of like, went home, couldn't sleep for the whole night. It was Horrible. Whoever makes these
I haven't
films.
seen it. I haven't seen Heretic. Thank God. Last year for like Halloween, I think me and Catherine went to see The Substance, which I was fine with.
No way.
I was fine with it. I
no
loved
way.
it.
I'm never going to watch it. I'm never going to watch it.
Is it because of all the bone
all
stuff?
the like body stuff? No, no, thank you.
See, I'm okay with all that, but it's like I think I'm not like ghosts or like voices that you randomly hear. I did get spooked out watching Smile last year.
I got
Sunil.
spooked out watching Smile,
and I was I went out for a cigarette and I made Sunil stand and watch me.
It's also a terrible film.
But then he kept on smiling at me. I was like, I don't know. But it's also that thing of being like, but like it creeps me out because you're just living your life and then someone smiles at you and then that's it. Like that's horrific. How easy that is to get passed on.
I will never smile again.
No, because you're smiling at me now. And it's horrible. But anything where it's like I can be like, oh my God, I could just be literally living my life and that happens.
Oh,
that
God.
fucks me up. But I think it is because I grew up and I also had a bad ghost experience the first time I ever spent a night alone.
Excuse me?
Like so this is Fleet and it must be like, I don't want to get my parents in trouble, whatever age it is where you can spend a night by yourself. Whatever age that is.
Are you going to say 6 months old?
5 years old. But I'd watched The Women in Black. I'd been to the theatre and watched it.
Right.
Not on the school trip. I saw it a couple times for the school trip as well. And that really fucked me up.
I never saw it.
But I also, you never saw it.
I saw Ghost Stories though on stage. Did you see that?
Is that the one where there's like a lot of jump scares with a werewolf in front of a car and it's like really famous for a car coming out on the stage?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that. Of course I did.
Hideous.
And I saw Ghost Story 222 with Lily Allen. By the way, shout out Lily Allen's new album.
Allen, your album is incredible.
Holy crap!
It's written out like a play. It's amazing.
She's incredible.
I need to go and see her so much.
I
love
once
it.
saw her live, T4 on the Beach, 2006, I want to say.
And do you know what? I'm still going to watch Stranger Things, but I'm going to boo the entire time he's on. Let's all go and egg David
the
Harbour.
first season of Stranger Things.
Well,
Did it not scare you?
no.
You were okay with that?
I'm okay with that because they're like
understand.
geeky kids. I'm just like, no, it's fine.
I was like, I'd watched Women in Black, I'd say 2 times, and was terrified by it. But I was like, I'm gonna spend a night in. And by this point, I'm such a nervy kid. Like I always think there's a ghost in my room.
Yeah.
To the point where like I genuinely convince myself I can see them.
Ugh.
But like I don't want to like, and like if anything's outside of the duvet, I think it's about to be grabbed.
Yeah, it's
like
gonna
I
grab
also, I'm like, it's not even a case of like closing my eyes. It's the stress of closing my eyes, but also the stress of knowing where to face. So I don't want to face the wall, but I don't want to face just the door and not the window. Like I'm just at sea, and I've got like my single bed against the walls, but I'm just sort of like I'm looking out, and I need to turn over, but I can't turn over. Like I used to listen to audio cassette tapes.
Yes.
Cassette tapes for anyone from Gen Z, of course, or Gen Alpha is the new one. They are wonderful, but very hard just to have playing, because after like, was it like 45 minutes, they'd stop and you'd have to like turn it over. But the noise it made when it stopped used to make me jump and panic so much that I would be like up for 5 minutes before the end of it, like with my finger over it being like, do not make the noise, do not make the noise. Like I was just petrified. I hated waking up to that sound because it felt like something was being pushed off a cupboard. Oh, I was such a nervy kid. But anyway, I wanted to spend a night by myself. My parents' house, growing up, the one we lived in Fleet, genuinely did give me the creeps. And I don't know whether it was the house, but I think it was the house. Some of my friends have said, yeah, it was a bit of a creepy house. And it's like, yeah, there was like a fireplace, and we had like dark wood on the floors, and the walls were like dark green in the main room. And like my mum would teach drama, and it had a lot of books. There was just something off about it. And that room was below my bedroom, like directly below. So my parents are going out. I think my siblings must be doing something, but I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm spending a night by myself. And this would have been probably a bit younger than it should have been, but I was such a, like, I was a tick-off kid. I was like, I would have been out by myself. I want to, like, when I turned 16, I was like, great, now I lose my virginity to tick that off the list. I was very like, boom, 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 boom. So I would have really fought for it. My mum would be obviously like, she won't be able to handle this. This kid can't like watch Little Women without getting frightened about like dying alone. Like this is, do you know what I mean? She's going to think she's going to get what Beth gets. But I am like watching TV about 5 minutes after they leave. I'm like, well, no, actually absolutely hate this. This is awful. I take water and as much food as I can carry up to my room. And I'm like, and that's me done. That's me done. I'm in this room all night. I'm pissing in the sink if I need to piss. All sorted. Yeah, there's sinks in the bedrooms, of course. It's one of those houses. Oh. And I was like, I'm all sorted. And then I'm like lying there, like awake, being like, you don't tell anyone how scared you are. You just need to survive this. I refuse to have a cassette tape on or play. I mean, CDs are a thing. Come on. But I refuse because I want to be able to hear stuff just in case. Yeah. So God knows what I'm doing. This is before mobile phones. Looking at a book? No, I would have been pretending acting. I used to pretend I'd be in like a scene for something. I'd be like really performing it out. I know a lot of that. A lot of that. I would have been singing as well, 100% actually. But then I'm just sort of like, I'm lying in bed, I'm trying to go to sleep. And it's like, it's way too early to go to sleep. But I'm like, I need to be not conscious anymore. And I can just hear a noise in the room below me. And I was like, oh God, no, it's not there. It's not there. It's not there. And I hear it and I hear it and I hear it and I hear it. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I'm going crazy. And then I hear a smash, like a glass smash. So obviously I haven't made that up, right? And it's in the creepy room. But I know I've closed every door downstairs, right? And I've walked around the house, like the kitchen, like I've slid the door that goes to the dining room, and the back door is definitely locked, the front door is definitely locked. And like the room, this creepy room, there were 2 doors off it, one that goes into a dining room and one that went into like the hallway where the front door is. Like, but I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I just can't relax. I can't relax. I've definitely heard the smash. I keep hearing a little noise, but it's like not crazy frequent to the point where I'm like, oh my God, I'm starting to have a panic attack. I don't know what to do, but I know that like I need to be, I'm like, be brave, go down, realize there's nothing, and then go to sleep. Because otherwise, like, you'll never be able to do this again. And everything felt very like intense at that age, to the point where I was like, if you can't do this, then you're never going to get to move out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, go on, Zofia. I'm going to say 12 or 13. I honestly don't know. I'd have to ask my parents if they remember. I mean, they do remember this. And then, so I go downstairs. I've like, all the lights are on. Thank God it's one of those, like, the lights are upstairs that can go for the lights downstairs as well. And I'm like, just go down the stairs, and I can hear no sounds as I'm walking down the stairs. I'm like, oh my God, I'm fine. I've probably left the lights on downstairs in every room anyway, just for the sake of like not turning lights off. Oh yeah. In fact, I probably wouldn't have turned the lights on. They're all on already, right? I get downstairs to the door, and I'm like, but I'm convinced it's the woman in black. I'm convinced it's 100% her. I'm going to go in and she's going to stand there and I'm going to see her, and then my firstborn baby's going to die. Yep. Which is the rule of the woman in black. And I get to the door. I'm putting my hand towards the handle to turn it to go in. And you know, in the woman in black, there's a really scary jump scare when they go towards the handle and the door just opens inwards. Yeah. And it flies open inwards. I'm putting my hand towards the handle, and just am about to touch it, right against the door. Like the biggest bash ever. No. And I just run. I go to Emma Black's. Oh my God. I go to Emma Black's down the road. Thank God she lives on the same road. I can't breathe. That is horrendous. I explain everything to her parents, my parents. I'm like, something bad happened. I don't know who it was. Maybe Jerry Ward, like another family friend or something, goes to check the next morning. Shout out Jerry Ward. Goes to check, and he looks in the window and he's like, yeah, there's a pigeon in there and a broken vase on the floor. And a pigeon had fallen down the chimney. The one night I'm by myself, a pigeon had fallen down the chimney, had a panic attack clearly, flown around bashing things, hit a vase, that smashes on the ground, clearly could sense things to the door and bashed against it.
Or it had seen the woman in black and it died.
Don't! And that was my first night by myself.
No, that is...
What are the odds?
What are the odds?
That's fucked.
I'm glad it had an explanation, though, because I would have not slept for the next 2 years.
I didn't sleep for the next 2 years. That was me done.
You guys, you logs, you sweet angels, you have left us so many lovely, sweet reviews on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on YouTube. You're subscribing, you're giving us, it means so much, and we love to read them, and it makes such a difference to this podcast being able to keep going, just like getting into people's faces. So if you haven't yet, please do comment on the episodes on Spotify, comment on YouTube, subscribe, like the episode. Please give us ratings and reviews on Apple Podcasts. It means so much and makes such a difference. Thank you so, so much. Bye.
Helen's Log.
Have we got a listener ghost story?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
do.
I'm so excited. Thank you for those on Patreon who sent some in.
Honestly,
this is exciting.
Yeah, thank you so much. So this one is called, this is from Molly. Shout out Molly.
Hi, Molly. Oh my God, Molly from the north.
I don't actually know.
We have to assume, Molly.
Let's just assume for fun.
Molly.
And it's called My Grandmother Killed My Fish.
Obviously already enchanted.
Okay.
My grandmother killed me.
Strap in.
Okay.
Here's something that creeps me out. I don't believe in ghosts or paranormal or anything like that, so I'm still convinced this was a coincidence. Okay. One hell of a coincidence, mind. Back in lockdown, I got obsessed with owning tropical fish. No idea why, but I poured hundreds of pounds and hours of research into these bloody fish, and I knew everything you could possibly know about them. And
Molly, can I say we understand?
We understand.
You got a hyperfixation.
We understand.
Slay.
And their water parameters, etc. The tank was absolutely perfect and water conditions were always spot on. Shout out, Molly.
Shout out, Molly.
Anyway, I lived with my girlfriend and we always had a running joke that my nan was haunting me because the lights used to flicker all the time in the house when I would walk into rooms. Side note, this used to happen on streets too. I swear to God, we went on a dog walk once. My girlfriend walked beneath a street lamp as normal, as did I, a few steps behind, and as soon as I walked past it, bam, it went off.
Molly, what the fuck? What? You don't believe in the paranormal because you are the paranormal.
You are.
You're Bruce
honestly,
Willis.
Yeah.
You're Bruce Willis. You've been dead this whole time.
You're Nicole Kidman from The Others.
Literally, though. I don't believe in ghosts. Sweetheart, you are one.
You are. You are.
The lights go off or flicker when you walk by them.
I love it. But one day she was watching something on Netflix. Can't even remember what it was. But it was about psychics and the life and the afterlife. And one of the mentions was how dead people communicate with people who are alive by flickering lights. They also mentioned that some people will ask for a coin with a certain date on from their loved one who has passed away, and how they would suddenly then one day stumble across this coin with the same date that they asked for. My girlfriend was saying, go on, ask your nan for a coin with a specific date on it. And I said, it's all bullshit. At some point, I'm bound to come across a coin with that certain date on by chance. But these people just then suddenly link it that it might be the spirit who placed it there. I personally think it's a load of rubbish. So I said out loud as a joke, fine then, Nan, kill one of my fish tonight. And my girlfriend said, for God's sake, well, that's obviously not going to happen, is it? And I was like, exactly. See, the coin thing is a coincidence and a load of shit. We moved on and I'd even forgot I'd said it. I shit you not. The next morning I came down to check my water levels in the fish tank. I took my in brackets, I took my lockdown job very seriously.
Yeah, of course.
And there was a single fish belly up, dead. The worst thing is this fish was in a school of fish, so there were 8 of this specific breed and there was only 1 that had died. Yeah. As I mentioned, I was bloody obsessed with this stupid tank and the fish, and the water conditions were perfect. There's no way one fish would randomly die and the rest of his school of the same breed wouldn't die too if something was wrong with the tank. This was the first ever fish death too. Really fucking weird and a hell of coincidence. Just glad I didn't ask my nan to kill my dog as a joke instead.
That fish was smited by Granny.
That fish was smited by Granny.
That fish was smited by Granny. Do not test people.
Do not
test the dead, and do not test living people. Don't test people.
I have so many questions. No. How did you know it was your nan?
Because of the coin date.
No, but like how, from the beginning, like they would but
apparently you can tell with people. Like my mum said, I don't know if her mum visited her. I think her mum did visit her, but her dad visited her after he died.
Oh, God.
But it's like, it's not scary, she says. She was just driving along, right? And she could just like, this is going to sound really weird, but like smell him. Like she just was like, my dad's here. There's the feeling. And she just said out loud, are you okay? And she felt like a yes. And then just a goodbye. And that was it. I think that's really sweet.
That is really sweet. So
creepy.
See, I would like that compared to when my auntie told me that she in a house, I can't remember whose house she was staying at. She went downstairs into the living room. There was just a woman in a 90 in the window. And she said she just shut the door and ran away.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I would do.
Sorry, madam.
I would never come back. I would never see that friend again. I would just I'd start a new life. I'd change my name.
Crap. That's so... This is the thing. I think my loved ones would know me. Anyone who actually would visit me, they would know to do it so gently.
Yeah.
This is... But unless my sister dies, in which case she is coming to fuck me
She's going to
up.
put your hand in a blender.
She's going to come with such joy, and I'm going to hear her laughing like... as I slowly get ruined, basically. That's probably the full plan. But yeah, of course I'd want someone to like let me know that they're okay.
Yes, I would.
Particularly
like
if they died suddenly, or like, do you know what I mean? If there wasn't like a chance to say goodbye, then I'd want them to come and be like, it's okay. I'm fine. I think. No, I would.
My grandma said that once she was thinking about my granddad, and then she was nowhere near. She was just inside the house, and a like flower that she really likes just like suddenly fell from, and she doesn't know where from. Which I think that's very sweet. I'm also like, he was married 5 times, so that's a lot of visits for him. He's probably going around putting a lot of flowers.
Being like, I hope this is right.
Yeah, I hope it's this one.
I hope she's the one that like lilies. God, I hope so. If I've got this wrong, a bit awkward. No, but that's nice.
That is nice stuff like that I would like. What I would not
I think
like.
Ghost stories are always horrific stories instead of the ones where it's like, oh, you got visited by a loved one to let you know that they're like, it's all good. Mm-hmm. It's all good. They're fine. And they wanted to say goodbye. That's lovely.
That is really nice.
But ghost stories are mainly like, why is she coming out of the TV?
Yeah.
How about we stop calling people up and saying,
you're going to die in 7 days.
Was it you're going to die in like,
yeah.
Wait, I can't remember. I saw Scream last year and I cannot remember.
Can we stop building new builds on like graveyards and stuff like that? Haunted, like these places. Let's not do that.
Yeah. And why are so many ghosts Victorian? Where are the Anglo-Saxon ghosts?
Where are the late 90s?
My mum's got
ghosts?
a Roman centurion.
A what?
There's a Roman centurion in Fleet.
Oh, really?
She doesn't have it, but there's one like around.
Very
nice.
That's quite nice.
Yeah.
I would want to see it, but also like, why are none of these ghosts? Yeah, where are the
Tudors?
Why are none of these ghost sightings animals? Why are they all people? Why are we not seeing like ghost foxes, ghost badgers?
Is that because animals see ghost animals?
But we see animals as well, so why would we not see ghost animals?
It's actually a very fair point. I'd like to thank you for making it.
Surely, like, we're seeing... I want to see a woolly mammoth. I want to see a ghost woolly mammoth.
Oh my God, that'd be so fucking awesome.
It would be really
Because then you wouldn't even have to question it. You'd be like, yeah, defo a ghost.
Yeah.
There's a woolly mammoth in Piccadilly Circus. Yeah, that ghost. That ghost. 100%. Whereas with the ghosts that people have, they just don't know.
Yeah.
You don't. And that's why Halloween's so creepy. Because people are in costumes, right? So you don't know.
You really don't know.
Any other time of the year, you see someone with blood coming out their face on the tube. Yeah. Probably a ghost.
What's your favourite Halloween costume you've ever done?
I am very bad at Halloween costumes. You'd think I'd be someone who loves dressing up, but I'm incredibly lazy with it. I once went as the egg for a sperm. And it was like a massive like deal that William and Kate were having a baby or something. This is like back in the day. And I was working in a bar in South Bank at the Royal National Theatre.
Ooh.
And me and my friend went as the egg and sperm, but it was just a T-shirt that I drew an egg on. I'm not very good at it.
I'm weirdly the opposite. You'd think I was would hate it, but
No, you go all out.
I really go all out, and I love it.
That's very cool. What have you done?
I loved my Lord Farquaad costume. That still is my reigning glory.
Gorgeous.
I think. I loved when I went as a shark, and I really committed, and like all of my other friends were like really dressed up nicely.
And you were
like,
the shark.
And I was a shark, and I had this bit. All the photos are just me in this mad costume with this giant head. I'll put the photos on Patreon.
Please put them on Patreon.
I'll put them on Patreon in the extras. What did I do? I went as a bed bug 2 years ago when it was all the like bed bugs from France stuff. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh my God, I forgot about the bed bugs in France.
I know, I didn't. And I loved it.
Wow.
But I don't know what I'm going to do this year.
I did a sexy French maid in year 10.
We've all
so when you're like 15.
We've all done a sexy French maid.
And yeah, God, what else? Like one party in Fleet, I had a Harry Potter scar, but I was wearing like, I'd got an Abercrombie and Fitch hoodie for the first time ever. And I hadn't even bought it. It was fucking lost property at the Harlington Centre. And I'd been there for 2 months, so I took it home. And yeah, it was too small for me, but yeah, I made it work. But I wanted to wear that because it was a new hoodie. So I wore that with a Harry Potter scar on it. Like I just never... Yeah. There's a photo of us when we were little at a Halloween part, us being like me, Emma Black, Anna Grant and stuff. And I think it's at Anna's house. And I'm dressed as Titania, the Queen of the Fairies, because my mum ran a drama school and I was a fucking knob. But yeah.
I went as Gimli once and I really liked that.
That's funny.
It was really funny. But it didn't quite work, and I just looked like some man that had stayed at Ibiza for too long. That they now call the like wizard or something like that, with his big beard. And he's been partying.
I think that's so cool though. I was there like dressing up like a print. I think maybe this is, yeah. I also had like a lot of like salwar kameezes and chong sams when I was younger. Please remember, I am aware I am white, but half my family are Malaysian. And they would buy me these outfits, right? So yeah, was I a little white kid that had a chong sam? Yes. Did I wear it a lot? Yeah, I loved it. So a lot of like costume parties, I would just be dressed up. Like a little Malaysian kid with my blonde hair. Because they had the outfits. So maybe that's where it's all stemming from.
I think it's good that it ended there.
I think it's really, actually no, it didn't end there. I just got sent a kaftan from Malaysia 2 weeks ago. But one that you sleep in, and Nathan was like, "You cannot.
You really
I'm like,
can't.
It's so comfortable. It's you don't have to wear anything else, just this, and then lounge around." Thank you so much for sending that story in, Molly. I know we asked for more, and we did get more.
We did.
We just got distracted.
We got so distracted. I'm sorry.
But hey, maybe we'll get to them over the next couple of weeks. You never know what we're going to get into. You never know. And the good news is, we loved your reaction to the Pianovelli history episode.
Yes.
So we're thinking next time a topic comes up, we might ask him to come back and explain it. Does anyone have any interest, though, in the 100-Year War? Because we got a lot of comments the other week being like, Helen thinks that war was long. What about the 100-Year War? And I'm like, I actually do not know that. Neither does Holly, it turns out. Zofia looks confused as fuck. So let us know if there's a particular history topic, or if you're happy for me and Holly just to go like, well, we don't know about that and we're interested. But until then, thank you so much for being here with us today. I hope you have a wonderful Halloween. And remember, sometimes it is just a pigeon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you so much to our loggers. You make the rockin' world go round. Oh my God, that's that song Fat Bottom Girls by Queen. Fire of a song in many ways. That, and what was it? Mika tried to join in the trend, and it was like, Mika, you've never had sex with a fat woman. There's no way she'd hurt you. What was his one? Big girls, you are beautiful. Never mind. Let's say thank you to the loggers. We'll talk about this later. It's, okay, sing it with me. Alex McPugh, Amy Sheppered, Amy Fitzgerald, Anthony Conway, Asa, Bonnie Drough. Bonnie's new.
Bonnie's new.
Bonnie, welcome to the logger community. That was very nice, actually. Catriona Windsor, Charley T, Charlotte Weemes, Claire Owen-Jones, Claire Scott, Chris S, Daisy Longshaw, Dean Michael, Dom, Tim and Dom. I'm going to say Tim and Dom. I'm changing that because that is how it's supposed to be. Dougie Robertson, who I performed for last week in London at the Soho Theatre and sat on the front table with the cutest. It was gay boy central dreams. I have never been, I think I asked them from the stage if I could move in with them. They were just looking at me with such love and like not even love. It was understanding. Every single thing I said, they were like perfectly laughing, but then they'd also go like, yeah, that would have been tough. Oh my God, if you're a gay boy and you're listening to this, bring 3 other people and sit on the front row. So thank you, Dougie Robertson, Dylan Moorhead, Ellen Watson, Emma, Fayt Grady, Helen A, Jack Blomfield, James Goulding, Jen Aitken, Jessica Allan, Jessica Birch, Jocelyn Hughes, Josie Perkins, Karen Gibson. Is Karen Gibson new? This is chaos! Catherine, Kelly C, Chloe, Leah Overend, Lisa G, Lucy, Luke Bright, Mecca Hamilton, Melissa, Natalie Ford, Neil Redmond, Nikki Stefanoff, Noelle Bucher. Oh my God, I'm running out of breath. I ran for the bus this morning. Olivia, Peter New, Rachel Smith, Rebecca Locke, Rochelle Harker, Sadie Cashmore, Sally Galula, Sammy Duke, Sarah Bell, Sarah Deacon, Serena Painting, Simon Moore, Sue Lynch, Sophie Shivers, Stephanie Catraccia, Stephen Chicken, Tamsin Smith Harding, Tina Lindsay, Trina McSay. You guys make the rocking world go round. Thank you.